What's up, you guys? It's your boy X Conscious back again with more Xenoverse 2 spoilers and analysis. Breaking news. I have new information that has not been shared by any of the Xenoverse 2 content creators. And if you are looking at the screen, the thumbnail, you will see Kantan City is destroyed. But no, it's not Frieza that you see on the screen. It is Machibora, the leader of the Dark Demon Realm, and we are going to explain why he is in this thumbnail and why he is going to be mentioned in the up and coming Future Saga Chapter 3. But before we get into the video, I need you guys to hit the like and most importantly the subscribe button, because my channel is not getting enough views and I need you guys to hit that button so that we can get more views and this channel can get bigger. So without further ado, let's get into the video and let's drop all this information that has been missed. Xenoverse 1 was originally written to follow the story of Dragon Ball Heroes. But because of the emergence of Dragon Ball Super story, the developers had to move away from that plan and that plot and focus more on Dragon Ball Super, because Dragon Ball Super was the new anime in the series. But now, since Super has ended, we have seen in the last few DLC packs that the story is going back to the original plans. The original plans of Xenoverse was about Dragon Ball Heroes characters such as Fu, Mira, Toa, Demigra, and Xeno Trunks. And we can see that that is taking fruition. Now we are at Future Saga Chapter 3, and we see that Kantan City has been destroyed. If you follow the story of Dragon Ball Heroes, you will know that Fu is not an actual villain. He is actually an anti-villain who goes through time to change history for the better. But at the same time, he also interrupts a lot of the history, actually messing up current history in Dragon Ball. So he must be stopped, because he is also getting energy from these timelines, making him stronger and on par with the gods of destruction. So we see that he is not a villain. His misdeeds and his missions are misplaced, but he is a anti-villain. So he would have no reason for Kantan City to be destroyed, and he would not have any reason to bring Frieza to Kantan City, because that does not help him in his own mission, which is to alter the timeline for the better. Because he is an anti-villain, not an anti-hero. An anti-villain who has good deeds but is using evil ways to get these things done. So we would have no reason for Frieza to be brought there by Fu. So we can already cross out Fu as being the reason why Kantan City is destroyed, just based on Fu's actual alignment. So we know that we heard Frieza laughing at the end of the trailer. I can really believe that that is a distraction, because if you look at the actual Chilai dialogue, she is not talking about Frieza, she is talking about a time machine. So we are looking at a villain that has not yet to be revealed. We can confirm that it is not Fu, and because Fu wouldn't bring Frieza there, I don't think that it would be Frieza. Now Frieza has entered Kantan City many times through rifts. Yeah, these rifts have been created because Fu has altered the timeline, but it hasn't been singly created because of him. So we already know Fu's alignment. He's not bad, so we have to assume that it is a new villain that is taking shape in the Future Saga chapters, just based on everything that was just stated. And we can already know, we already talked about this in our last video, that there will be a god of destruction in this future pack, because not only does the story evolve around the gods of destruction, we also have a game mode, the festival game mode, that puts the players in tournaments that allows us to compete for certain prizes. And we already have 3 universes there, so get ready for more gods of destructions to be added to this game. But back to the destruction of Kanton City, and who I believe will be the next villain in this game. Who I believe it will be Mecha Bora, who is the actual true leader of the Dark Demon Realm that was originally brought to life by Toa. But because she was killed, she wasn't able to fulfill her own destiny. But we can already assume that it's going to be him, because he is the actual leader of the Dark Demon Realm. And after we see in Dragon Ball Super, the actual Demon Realm in the current timeline has been kinged by Majin Fu. So we already can assume that Demon Realm is not a threat. And going by the story of Dragon Ball Heroes, which originally was the plot point for the Xenoverse games, we could assume that more threats from Dragon Ball Heroes will actually be in this game. So I already know that we're going to get more content based on Heroes, because Dragon Ball Super is over. It's finished now. And we've been getting these new ultra super villain characters that are kind of similar to the Xeno villains from Dragon Ball Heroes, except that they don't have the Dragon Ball on their chest. These are like a new this is a new experiment created by Fu that's exclusively for Xenoverse. So if we actually have another demon ultra super villain, I don't think that it's going to be a villain. I think it's going to be someone good or anti-hero, because we already had Vegeta as one and Jiren as one, because both their motivations were actually good, but they ended up turning evil and doing things that wasn't planned, because these are experiments by Fu. He's just experimenting on them. So we might not even see another ultra super villain, because it is revealed at the end of Future Saga Chapter 2 that he's been using the experiments on himself. And that could mean that we could finally get the Demon Super Saiyan transformation, which is an exclusive transformation for Fu, because he is half Saiyan and half demon, because he has the DNA genes that was passed on from his artificial father Mira. So the series has to continue with a villain, because currently there isn't a villain, and Fu is not a villain. He's an anti-villain. He wants to do good things, but he uses evil ways to do these things. And Xenoverse 1 had Demigra. Demigra was the main villain of that game, and he is a main villain in Dragon Ball Heroes. So they would need another villain in that caliber to be part of Xenoverse continuing story, and Future Saga are actual continual stories for the game. So we might not see Xenoverse probably anytime soon. We will have to wait and see after Future Saga Chapter 4 though to make that analogy certain. But yeah, that's where we are right now. Is the story's continuing. Dragon Ball Heroes content is most likely on its way, because Dragon Ball Super and Daima are over. But that doesn't mean they won't still bring in characters from Super and Daima, because there's still characters that's missing from this game. But we will already know the story is going to be pushed towards the original plans, which is Dragon Ball Heroes, and it's about time. And who knows how the story would originally been, if Dragon Ball Super never aired, would we already been in a higher territory with Dragon Ball Super heroes like right now? We have to think. I would have to believe so, because of the original plans for this game. So they can take this series in many different directions now that Dragon Ball Super is over, and that Daima is actually kind of finished now. Since we've seen the episodes, the final episodes, it is in peace. They're in peace now. So it makes sense to just go straight to the Dragon Ball Heroes plot, which was originally for Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Now that Super is over and that Demon Realm is at peace. So let me know what y'all think about this. I may make another video to continue these theories about the future of Xenoverse. So if you would like me to make more videos about that, I'm gonna need you guys to hit the like, and most importantly hit the subscribe button, because the subscribe button is what gives you guys the more videos, and it makes the channel bigger so that I can get more views on the algorithm, and then my videos could be more seen. So I need you guys to do that in order for this channel to get bigger. So what do y'all think about that? Let me know in the comment sections below. Do you still think it is Frieza, ultra super villain, even though Fu's ambitions aren't evil? Do you think that it is going to be Mechabora? Or what villain do you think it's going to be, if you don't think it's those two? I'm interested in knowing. So let me know in the comments below, guys, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.